May 25th is the anniversary of my diagnosis, my diagnosi-versary. It's also National Wine Day, so every year on my anniversary, I raise a glass to my good health and to your good health too. Cheers. I also would like to make a video every year. In today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about my story, where I am now, and what's to come in the future. So first, a little bit about my story, my MS story. If you want to see a longer video that goes in depth on how I knew I had MS, check the link above and in the description below. So in 2006, I had my first relapse, and it gave me some symptoms, including foot drop. I ended up in the hospital for the weekend. They did a whole bunch of tests. It was really scary, but they determined it wasn't a brain tumor. Hooray! And that I did have a lesion on my neck, but they couldn't confirm whether it was MS or not. So they wanted to watch me, which I was fine with because I didn't want to be diagnosed with MS. And so I followed up with my new neurologist for about 2 years, had MRIs every 6 months, followed my symptoms. My foot drop got better. Thank you, steroids. Thank you, yoga. Thank you, good diet. All these things helped. Stress reduction. All these things helped. So my foot drop did get better. And I was good. After 2 years, I didn't have any new symptoms or new lesions. So my neurologist said, go ahead and live your life. Call me if you have any problems. And so I made a bunch of changes to my diet lifestyle. I started eating better. I started exercising more, doing more stress reduction. And I went 10 years before I had another relapse. And that was in 2016. And from 2016 to 2017, I saw 5 different doctors trying to figure out exactly what was going on. And on May 25th, 2017, I received my diagnosis. Yeah, that was a hard day. It was a hard day for all of us, wasn't it? Let me know about your diagnosi-versary day and the things you felt on that day. Give me some comments below. So I was put on a DMT, and I started making more changes. I started educating myself. I went to school. I got a health coach. I started making a lot more diet lifestyle changes based on my education and reading the research and really wanting to take exquisite care of myself. So I do 5 things in addition to my DMT to help me live well with my MS. I eat a whole food plant-based diet. I try to exercise regularly. I try to get good sleep. I take supplements under the guidance of my neurologist and my naturopathic doctor. All of these things are key to my health and well-being. Hey, real quick, before we continue, can I ask a favor? To help support this channel, can you like the video and subscribe? This is important because it will help the channel and help it to reach more people. Thanks. So, how am I doing now? Well, I'm at least 18 years into this journey with multiple sclerosis. And I say at least 18 years because my first discernible relapse was in 2006, but there were some subtle symptoms prior to that. I just can't say for sure if they were related to MS. So let's say 18 years. I'm doing really well. I am still able to do all the things that I love to do. This year, I have seen a very slight increase in symptoms. My left leg is a little bit more symptomatic. It feels tight more often. I get that spasticity a little bit more often. It does get feeling heavy a little bit more, and I do have more pain when I exercise. Really slight. I would say less than 5%. I'm also experiencing a little bit more fatigue this year. And I had my appointment with my neurologist in April last month, and we discussed this, and she did a full exam, and we talked about what's been going on the last year or so. And I have been doing some travel, so I've been off my regular schedule and routine, maybe not eating as well as I could while I was traveling, definitely not sleeping in my regular good sleep habits when I'm traveling. And there have been some stressful events this year. So add those all together, and that may account for the increase in symptoms. It may also be that I'm getting older. I am 58 this year, so it might be attributed to age. It might be smoldering MS. I don't have any new lesions at the moment, but maybe the lesions I have are growing ever so slightly. Perhaps it's progression independent of relapse activity, PIRA. My neurologist is not worried. I'm not worried. We're going to monitor the situation. I have MRI scheduled for October to check and see if there's any new activity, and we'll take it from there. What's to come? What are my plans for this year? I have some personal goals that I'd like to work on. I'd like to improve my diet a little bit more. Like I said, I've been traveling some this year, and I picked up some bad habits and may not have been eating as well as I could. I still eat a whole food plant-based diet, but some processed foods have snuck in and some bad habits. So that's one goal this year, is to improve my diet a little bit more. I also would like to exercise more. I'd like to tone up and build up my endurance. Like I said, my left leg is a little bit more symptomatic this year, so I would like to work on that. I also would like to improve my sleep. I always want to improve my sleep. I often post that I try to get good sleep. I try, but I'm not really good at it. So I'm going to work on my sleep hygiene habits and see if I can improve that a little bit. And also continue to work on stress reduction. Do you reflect on the anniversary of your diagnosis or yearly where you've been and where you're going? Do you make plans for the future? Do you reflect on the past and see where there might be areas for improvement? Let me know in the comments below. And for the YouTube channel and Even So It as well, I'm going to continue to make weekly videos. I'll continue to read research and share what I find with you. I'm also considering writing another e-cookbook, and I'm considering developing a course on living well with MS and chronic illness. If that's something that might interest you, let me know in the comments below, and be sure to sign up for my newsletter where I'll share additional information on how that's going. My first e-cookbook is Simply Nutritious, 15 incredibly easy to prepare plant-based meal plans. These recipes and meal plans are all whole food plant-based and designed to get you in and out of the kitchen fast. There are no complicated instructions or cooking methods. The simplicity of filling our plate with 1/2 fruits and vegetables, 1/4 with grains, and 1/4 with plant-based proteins makes meal planning a breeze. I also include suggestions for spice combinations to help satisfy any tastes. These meals are easy, inexpensive, and quick to prepare. You can order your cookbook using the link in the description below. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoy videos like this, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. If you'd like to learn more about living well with MS and chronic illness, watch these videos next. Until next time, be well.